What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today's topic is going to be, what do you do if she puts her hands on you? How do you get out of the situation? What's the best course of action? So I've been in this situation a few times, unfortunately, and it's not fun. It's not fun. You don't feel good. Uh, and it takes a toll on you. So the first step, obviously, or the pre-step, is before it even gets to that point, hopefully you can realize things are getting heated, tensions are boiling and rising, and you can try and de-escalate the situation. Easiest way: go to a different area, different room, go for a walk outside, go to your car, something. If you see, like, obviously things aren't going well, you're fighting, you're arguing, whatever the case is, or they're getting hostile, they start throwing things around, you can kind of predict what's going to be coming up next. Now, if you're dealing with grown adults and somebody that has control over their emotions and is not a child at heart or in the brain, um, they shouldn't resort to putting their hands on you. But if for some reason you do end up with somebody like that, um, you're still going to do the same thing now. Once it's happened, once physical contact has ensued and it's gotten past just verbals and throwing objects around or punching, oh boy, punching holes in the in the wall or in the door, then you got to remove yourself from the situation completely. Now it won't be a temporary thing. Now it'll be like, okay, no, I really got to go for sure. um I remember I would stay. For some reason, I would stay and, I don't know, try and talk and reason things out. Um, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't make things better. Best first step is to leave and remove yourself from the situation physically. Um, Two, especially as men, you should call the cops. Really, you should call the cops. Something else I never did. Um, because unfortunately, as men, we're guilty until proven innocent for a lot of things. We're guilty until proven innocent. It's usually their word over ours, and they're usually seen as the victims than the perpetrators. That's not always the case. So I would definitely call the cops, report it. That way they know what's going on. If you have any markings, if you have any visual evidence of damages, holes in the walls, you know, scratches or marks, take pictures, document, take pictures of the cuts, take pictures of the holes in the wall, take pictures of things all over the place that was being thrown around, just so you make sure you're safe and you cover all your bases. Okay. Luckily, the times that I was in these situations, like I had um, professional and like smart cops that can see through the BS, and they took my word over hers. But it is not a fun situation to be in. It is not a relationship you want to be in where the person resorts to, I mean, there's a lot of things, but especially physically, once they resort to that, you don't want to be in that situation because that's not a good sign. They obviously aren't capable of communicating or expressing their frustrations and anger without getting physical about it. And there were times where I'm simply just pushing the person off of me after they've initiated contact and the entire scenario. And you want to be careful with that too. You want to be careful with that too, because then they'll go around and they'll start lying and saying you did this, this, and that, never talking about the whole, 5, 10 minutes before that, where you're trying to de-escalate the situation, where you've asked them to leave you alone, where you've asked them to stop touching you, and where they initiated the entire thing. They'll completely act like those things did not happen. But then as you defending yourself, pushing them off of you, and trying to maneuver your way out of the situation, they'll play the sheep that cried wolf. So, or the pig, whatever. Was it a pig or a sheep? But they'll cry wolf regardless. They'll cry wolf. They'll act like the victim and then try and pin things on you. So, even with that, be careful with trying to defend yourself. Unless they're like absolutely crazy, maybe they got some knives or a gun. That's a different story. You're definitely going to have to fight out of that. But if it's just physical, generally speaking, men and boys are going to be stronger than women and girls. So just removing yourself from the situation, um, and if you absolutely need to, pushing them off of you should be more than enough for you to get out and get help. So that's the message for today. Make sure you stay safe. Make sure you're vetting these women. Don't get caught up in crazy situations. If you feel like something is off, it's wrong, trust your gut. And don't be trying to reason with craziness and toxicness. Okay? Anyways, that's the video for today. I'm out. Deuces.